Well, hello to all of my sunflower and diamond friends. How is everyone? Or how are you all doing? Put it that way. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good considering the last 2 weekends I've been very busy. But it happens. That's life. So, as I do this whip and chat, it's, I don't know if it's number 75 or 76. I'll have to check. Oh, and you know what? I forgot the prayer card. Oh, goodness, guys. See what happens when you don't do your whip and chats? You forget what you're doing. Okay, let me grab this real quick. Sorry, I apologize for this. Oh, I hope where you are, your weather, can't talk, is very beautiful. Because today is the first day of spring, if you did not know that. And let me tell you, today got up into the 90s. Yes, 90s. Can you believe that? It's like, holy moly. Okay, let me real quick read the prayer card and then we'll get back to whatever. It says, commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust Him and He will help you. Psalm 37:5. Excuse me. There it is. Today's prayer. And I better leave that out because I take a picture of it and that goes as my cover. So, anywho, okay, I'm still working on U.S. Hero, so I'm going to turn this, hopefully, let's see. Yep, I'm right in here. And number 17, according to my paper, Kathy, I think she was Kathy C. She had chose 17 because she had chosen 23 and I did it. Then she chose 17 and I just finished that. I tell you what, it took 5 days. Sunday I worked on it quite a bit because it was so windy here. Oh my goodness, we just decided we weren't going outside because you had to hold on to your body. Otherwise, it would have blew away. So, okay. So now I'm on square 18. But let me tell you, when I put in that I had just a little bit last night. And it's like, no, I got to get to bed. And then this morning I got up and I came and I finished it. And I tell you what, once I finished it, it was such a good feeling. It was like, wow. So yeah, like I said, my last 2 weeks have been very busy. That first weekend I had to help my mom and sister cook for 54 Orthodox priests. And that was a lot. And then last weekend, I had to help Mom on Friday because my sister couldn't get off. And there were some quilting ladies that were there. So, that's another reason why I didn't get the whip and chat done last week. Plus, my husband decided because he gets 2 Saturdays off a month. And so last weekend he chose that as his weekend to be off, which was fine. So we spent some time together. It was nice. Actually, Saturday was very nice with the weather. So we was able to enjoy some outside time. He actually later on went fishing. So I still need to take a video of Big Creek. where the campground is. I would say I would do it tomorrow, but I don't know. In the morning, I'm going for a massage. I need to do it. I am just everything build up. I got so much stress in me. I think if I went and got a massage, I'd feel so much better. So I'm doing that tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I'm excited for that. Then I think I'm going to go wash my car because it needs a bath. Even though it's a white car, it's dirty. So, yep. And let's see. Work is starting to get busy, which is good. So I'm busy. I'm always scanning a lot of things in, going through files. So, yep. Not a dull moment right now. Like I said, pretty busy, which is good. Let me get a drink of water. And this week has been spring break. I think pretty much all of Kansas is in spring break, but I could be wrong. But for the most part, Ellis County, I think Trico County, which is to the west of us, and Russell County. And then my cousin who lives down in Hoisington, she's on spring break. So yeah, that's why I said I think all of Kansas is. So it was nice driving in haze this week. It wasn't so crazy. But Monday it all comes to an end, which is fine because pretty soon school will be out and then I can enjoy at least 3 months because the school ends in May and then it starts up in August. So it'll be fine. Oh, I have to tell you, you guys, some of you have been sharing how Hobby Lobby has a couple patriotic diamond paintings. And so last week, Thursday, because it was my payday, so I went there after work on Thursday because I knew I wasn't going to get there Friday because I'd be helping my mom. Well, they didn't have anything. I looked all over, and then I heard somebody else ask a lady for something. It was something different. And she said, well, no, I think that was Wednesday. Well, anyway, she said, our truck will be coming in. And they said, okay, we'll come back on Friday. That's why I went on Thursday, because I think the truck came in on Thursday. And so I thought Thursday afternoon, I'll quick run up there and then I'll go home. But I didn't see nothing in diamond painting. And then this week, Wednesday, I had to stay in Hayes because I had a meeting at the museum for an event we're going to be putting on in June. So I had some time, so I thought, well, I'm going to quick just run up to Hobby Lobby. I wasn't planning on buying anything at all. I just was going to look around. Well, guess what? I found the diamond paintings. So if you have a Hobby Lobby or one's, you go to it, it's going to be possibly in, well, they call it the 4th of July because that's really, even though you got Memorial Day and Flag Day, it'll be in the patriotic area of 4th of July. I found mine on the bottom shelf. So look on your bottom shelves. I don't remember what else was around the thing, but they had the eagle. What was it? The fireworks. Tell you what, I have them here handy. Let me dig them out. Let me see here. I have the eagle. Yeah, there it is. Okay, give me a sec. I gotta turn my camera around so I can show you. Okay. Sorry, I had to turn my fan on. I'll turn it off. Okay, so I found the patriotic bow. Isn't that pretty? And then I got the USA. I thought, it's like, yeah, 4th of July crafts. That's what it's called. Yeah. So I got both of them. And then here's the eagle. Sorry about the glare. Let's see if I can flip it. Yeah, there we go. Kinda. So there it is. It's very pretty. And then there it is, the flag with the fireworks. So, yep. I was so tickled pink that I found it. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't planning on buying anything on Wednesday when I was in there. But when I seen it, it's like, if I don't buy it, you know, I know they go quickly, so I was glad I purchased it. And I happened to go there today, and they still had a few in the store in Hayes. So, yep. That just made my day on Wednesday. Okay, let me turn you. You probably don't want to see me, which is fine. Okay, whoa. Sorry, I kind of tipped it. Yeah, it's right here where I'm working. All right, so anyway. Oh, and I forgot to say who I am, didn't I? I'm Jackie Williams, and my channel's called Sunflower and Diamonds. So if you like my channel, please subscribe and give it a like. I hope you'll enjoy my channel. I try to find interesting things, but sometimes, you know, life happens and we get busy. So anyway, and this evening I went and got to have supper with my dad and my brother. The VFW there in Hayes was having a fish, because it's Lent, and since we're Catholic, we went and had fish. So it was a very good meal. Then next weekend we go down to Munger, which is the town south of Hayes, because they'll have a fish fry. So I'm looking forward to that. No, my husband does not go. 1, he's not Catholic. 2, he don't like fish. But he goes fishing. So go figure. But that's okay. It all works out. And I don't know, did I tell you guys that my mom's going to retire from cooking for the priests? Yep, she is. She decided it was time. She says it's just too much hard work for her anymore. Her arms get tired. So she decided it's time to retire. She's 84, so I told her, I said, you can do what you want, Mom. If that floats your boat that you want to quit, that's fine. So, yep. So, actually May 1st will be her last day. That weekend I get to help her because my sister's going to Oklahoma for a wedding. And we have a group of people that we need to cook for that weekend. So I will get to help Mom on her last time. And Mom goes, do you want to cook? I said, nope. I said, I did it at the children's center. I said, that's enough. It's a lot of hard work. I said, I understand why you want to retire. I said, it needs to be for a young person. I said, I was surprised that you wanted to cook, which is fine, but I said, I don't care to do it. I said, I've already done my share. Just like last weekend, I told my husband, I said, I hope you'll want to go out to eat, because I said, I'm not cooking. I cook during the week. I tried to have you help me decide what you want for supper. He always says, I don't care. Eat, have what you want. It's like, well, I usually do, but sometimes you're so picky. So, but anyway, I didn't cook at all last weekend. We went out to eat for lunch on Saturday. I think Saturday evening we just snacked on stuff. Sunday, even though it was windy, we went up to A&W to have lunch. And then we just had snacks for supper again, because like I said, I just told him I'm not cooking. And I understand where my mom's coming from. You cook all week, plus she cooks for the priest. So, it does. It gets tiring and it gets old. But anyway, that's okay. And it's supposed to be windy tomorrow afternoon, and I think all day Sunday. It's like, Oh, I did go to, I was going to say Lowe's, but it's not Lowe's. Ace Hardware. I went and bought me 2 bags of potting soil, because I need to take my house plants and put new potting soil on them. I don't think I'll get to it tomorrow. It may have to wait until next weekend. Sunday I won't, because it's going to be so windy. All my dirt will go flying away, and then I won't have anything for my pots. So, and I did tell my husband he needs to look over our grill. I said, because I want to be able to grill outside this year. I think it's been 2 or 3 years since I've grilled outside. So, he did pull it, well, it would have been that Monday after daylight savings time. I ended up not going to work that day. I just wasn't feeling right. And I did go out to look at the grill. I was going to clean it, but I thought, nah, I'll wait. And then when he got home, he pulled it away from the house, because that's where we stored for the wintertime, just in the back of our house. And he was going to, I think, start cleaning it, and then he kind of quit. Don't ask, I don't know. Oh, because he needs to bring up his small air compressor and blow it out. And it takes time to air it up. So that's why he didn't do it. Oh, I purchased some things from Amazon. Now, I like the Art Dot vacuum pen. It's not bad. I do wish they had a light, because I tell you what, that would be awesome. But I ordered another vacuum pen. I seen it on TikTok, and since I was going to be ordering from Amazon, I thought I'll see if Amazon has it. And they do. So I purchased it. And my order supposedly, I think it's going to be here Tuesday, so I'm excited for that. And I did purchase me a vintage diamond painting lady. So I'm excited for that, because it's a blue. So, yep. And the symbol I'm working on, it looks like, the drum majorettes, they use those batons. That's what it looks like to me. Has like a ball with a stick. So, but yep, that's the symbol I'm working on. I don't know, when I first was doing it, like over in here, I would flip back and forth, and then kind of down, I think it was more like right in here and here and here. I'm finding one symbol that just all of a sudden pops out at me, and I decide, okay, that's the one I'm going to work on. And so that's what I do. And oh my goodness, the colors here with the different shades of blue, and then over here with the red. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun to do. I enjoyed it a lot. Oh, and I was telling you about this meeting I had at the museum. Well, in June, it's going to be on a Saturday. We're going to have something called Kinderfest. And what we're doing is activities like the kids way back, the settlers, when they first came, what they played with, like marbles and paper dolls, and made their own dolls. So we're going to have some things like that. And then a girl and her father are going to teach some kids how to dance, like the polkas, like the Flying Dutchman, the chicken dance. So yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. I don't know what I'm going to help with. Probably just wherever they need extra hands. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll know more. This is actually the first meeting I was able to get to. I was supposed to went last month, but something came up and I had to help my dad, so I wasn't able to go. And then they wanted to know if I was coming, and I didn't answer right away because I was trying to make sure. And then finally the lady sent me a text message. I said, as far as I know, I should be there unless something comes up unexpectedly. I said, that's why I don't answer, because if I answer too soon, that means then I have to change my plans. So if I push it off until the very last, then I have better luck. So I'm planning on going next month to the meeting. And it made it nice because since my husband works until 6 anyway, I told him, I said, let's just go over to JD's, and it's right in the area where he works, and it didn't take me long to drive there from the museum, so we went out to eat Wednesday night, so it made it nice, and then we came home. So sometimes it makes it handy. And, you know, since Snoopy's gone, I didn't have to worry about that. Otherwise, we would have just came home and, I don't know, we would have done something quick and easy. So, but anyway. But as I was saying, I ordered some stuff from Amazon, and I'm excited for it to come. I got another diamond painting pen. A vintage lady. I got these big paper clips. They're pink. I'll have to show you when I get them. To help, clip some things together so I know where everything is when I need it. And it's called a photo stick. You're supposed to be able to download your pictures from your phone onto this photo stick. So I'm kind of anxious for that to come. And then I have another gift card from Amazon that I need to use. Oh, it's by May something. So I'll put another order together and order something there. So, yep. Oh, and then we found out our grocery store over here is closing. The man who hazard. He got it from his dad. Well, this guy, he's at retirement age himself, so he's going to retire, but nobody wants the grocery store, so I think what he's doing, like the non-perishable things, as they run out, he's not going to restock. And then like the meats and veggies and that, I think that's what he's doing there too, that, as they go, he won't have much and then it'll close up. So probably just depends on how quick everything goes. We do have a Dollar General over here, so that'll be helpful because, they do carry some food items. It's just not your fruits or meats. They do have like deli meats of ham and pizzas and that, but like your bacon or steaks or hamburger, they don't. Well, no, I think yes, Dollar General does have some small things of hamburger. But since I get my half a cow, I don't have to worry about it. And I think this week, Tuesday, we have a meeting at the museum for our 150th celebration because things are going to start, I want to say rev up because, things are going to start going. Get a little more busier because the little towns/villages, that's what they call them back then, were villages, but now they're towns. They will all start having their celebrations. So yeah, I asked my mom if she would want to go with me, and she said yes. And then she said something. I said, Mom, you don't have to worry. They aren't going to be starting yet. I said there's a few things going on, but I said it's okay. We'll just go to the ones that we want, and if we don't want to go, we don't have to go. I said it's okay. But I think she'll go with me because a lot of them are going to have church services. And I know she'll want to go to that. Now, Victoria won't have theirs until August. So we got time for that one. Actually, hold on here. Let me see. I have something up here. Yep, I thought so. Let me show you this. At the museum, somebody, hold on, I got to put my other two eyeballs on. It's called Worth Wealth Management. They did a calendar. Isn't that awesome? So, it says celebrating the sequential of the Volga Germans' arrival in western Kansas and their destination to make these plains their home. After 100 years on the steppes of Russia, our ancestors brought their families, faith, language, and traditions and helped build western Kansas. So from Germany to Russia to America. And it says, our people, 150 years, our home. Unser Lut, unser Heimat, or Heimat. That's what it means. Our people, 150 years. So here's something that was in Victoria. It's a grocery store or hardware store. Yeah, it was AA Dryling Hardware Store. And then February is the St. Joseph Church in Liebenthal, Kansas, looking east from the cemetery to the St. Joseph Church, 1 block away. So there it is. And then on each month, they say what things are going on. So like here for March, on March 1st, they had a Sunflower Polka Club dance up at Hill City. And then on the 14th, Rush Center had its St. Patrick's Day. They always have a parade. And then this Saturday, they're going to have a presentation on Father Valentine, and it's by Father Reggie Urban. And Father Valentine, I'm going to go to this. He's the one who helped design the churches in the villages. Okay, now this one, it says the home of Frederick and Lucy Ebelworth of Shenshen, Kansas. This was the first large stone home in Shenshen built by Frederick and his sons. So, there we go. That was a stone home. Here, let me push this back. Okay, and then April. Oh, here, let me read this. It says, after arriving in Ellis County, many Volga German families stayed above Kruger's store in Hayes and traveled daily to the villages to build their first dugout homes. And then here, April has, on April 8th, in 1876, the town of Catherine was established. And also on that date in 1876, the town of Herzog was established. So, there we go. And it says here, this picture, says 1898 First Communion Class, St. Joseph Church in Hayes, Kansas. And then it gives who everybody was. But I think, I won't share all of this because each month I can bring this and share it with you. So that'll be, it's something different that I can share with you. Well, anyway, then they had these little kind of like brochure things that list the celebration events. My goodness. Oh, my husband's video phone. I may have to quit. Anyway, so everything's listed right here. It goes from February 21st all the way to December 13th. And then if you go to www.ourpeopleourhome.org, or if you take that QR code, it will take you to the website, and then you can find everything. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then the week in August called Coming Home Week, it says, join us as we honor the 1876 arrival of the Vogel Germans with heartfelt celebrations of heritage, faith, family, and community, a time to return, reconnect, and gather in the place we proudly call home. So August 1st is going to be an all-village picnic, family reunions out at the Ellis County Fairgrounds. August 2nd is going to be a St. Joseph Ancestors Mass at 10:30. The bishop will be here. August 6th, Volga German Heritage Play, Hayes High School Theater. August 7th, a polka dance, the Red Hots at the Hilton Garden Inn. August 9th is called Mock's Good Reception. I don't know. I'm going to have to find out from Mom what that means. It has a certain meaning. And that'll go from 10 to 12. And that's going to be at our satellite museum over in Victoria. And then that same day, they're going to have another Ancestors Mass at the church there in Victoria with the bishop. So that may be one of the things that Mom and I go to. So yeah, it's going to be pretty fun and interesting. Oh, goodness. What? Oh, 35 minutes in. Okay. All right. Not much more, I guess, I need to say. Who would have thought? Wouldn't have nothing to say. Okay, let's see here. Let's put a few of these down while you kind of watch here. Oh, I did like a poll thing, but somebody did put it in the comments. I wanted to know if you guys would be interested if I did some signs in my videos. Now, I don't know if I should do them in my WIP and chats or if I should just do it as a separate video. And if it's something you think you would be interested in, just say yes in the comments and let me know. And then I'll just have to decide how I'm going to do it and just do a few because I don't want to overwhelm you. I mean, we can first start with the alphabet and we can learn numbers and we can do colors. That way you know how, the colors. We can do some animals. We can do some food. So yeah, I can teach you just a few basic things. We don't have to overdo it, but it would help me in learning more. And since my goddaughter is deaf, on Saturdays we do a Zoom class now. They did it last week, but it was only for so long because, spring break started. And then nothing tomorrow because spring break is ending. And the lady who's doing this Zoom class, she's probably out of town, which is fine. So, but just if you think you would be interested, I'll go ahead and I can start doing it. Because you see, I try to do it at the beginning of my videos. But maybe at the end, I can start doing just a little bit. And I can break up the alphabet into sections, because there's 26 letters. So the first time I may go through it, so you see. And then after that, we can just do a few of the letters at a time. I think that would be a good way to do it. So with that, I'll go ahead and stop. And I'll go ahead and show you at least the alphabet for now. Because we're at 38 minutes. Okay. It's all pretty easy. And like I said, I'll just run through it the first time so you can just kind of see how the alphabet goes. And then I can break it down for you. So we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, whoops, like this, P, Q, you had G like this, so you just take this and turn it down, Q, R, S, T, like you did with the kids, you said, I got your nose, there's T, then U, so I got to hold my hand, V, W, X, it's like this, just bend your finger over, Y, and then Z, okay? That's all it is. And then if you want, next week, hopefully I can do a video. We'll maybe just do the first 4, okay? We won't overdo it. And then we'll go from there. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to say have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week. And I hopefully will see you next week because I'm going to Salina with my sister. So, unless I can get to it Friday night, I don't know about Thursday. I like to. It's just sometimes things just happen. All right. Hopefully, you have nice weather so you can get out and enjoy it. If it is windy there, put some rocks in your pocket so you don't blow away. Because, like I said, last week, Sunday, man, it was windy here in Kansas. So, all right. I love you guys and have a wonderful week. Bye.